pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out, might give her 1 foul.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it! Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I know he ain't got it. Check 43. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Here we go. 47. 26. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 37.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. 46. 55 on it. Hey, eat. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 16.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Whip. Watch the whip. Here we go. Go to 54. Ryan.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Check 55, Mike. Rush in. There we go. Kill. Save.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yo.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
This is Geis, and he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he finds McCloy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They go play action with Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
55, Mike, 55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. No chance.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. On the draw, they go to Geis. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Richardson. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a toss. This is Geis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tighten up, tighten up. We're going to 54. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 56.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. For the Cowboys, they push out in front further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Geis with a carry on second down. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
We got 4. We got 4.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
Kill. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, it's Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Redskins 10. Dustin Hopkins, the kickoff for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
47.
Prescott now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Lucky.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott yet again. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Elliott on first down going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
2nd down, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 5-yard line.
There we go.
56, right there, 56. Watch the run.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing, Prescott. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down, here's Geis. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 33 yards that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On first down, Elliott. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
Redskins 17.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Haskins will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the draw, this is Love. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now it's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That was a pretty impressive touchdown play. Those broken tackles, those weren't easy to get by.
No, they really weren't. And they've had trouble tackling throughout this ball game. But on this particular play, how about that move? Or I should say moves with an S. Because I don't care if you were a great tackler. You had trouble getting him on the ground on that play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. Evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Redskins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up
critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And it's caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Elliott. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Haskins. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going on 4th down. Haskins buying time to his left. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. 1st down. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 5.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go now. 18 Gators.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.